Hello there guys and welcome back to UGOSFX. This is another trade recap on gold SAUSD. So let me teach you the way I take my trades. Basically all I do is for price to create a structure. After creating a structure, let price break that structure. Then creating a new high, a new low. In this case, a new high. So if price creates a new high like this, I will wait, let price come back into a discount area. And into this discount area, I will look for institutional reference points, basically fair value gap around this zone. Okay, I'll look for fair value gap around this zone. And when price comes to this fair value gap, I'll move down to 1 minute time frame to take my entry. My analysis is always on 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes time frame for this gold. I look out for 1 hour time frame for a break of structure or 15 minutes time frame for a break of structure. Once price come back into the fair value gap that was created, I've now moved down to a minute time frame and take my entry. So let me explain it in details here. You can see this scenario here now. You can see this scenario. This scenario, price did like this. Price created this structure and retests back and break this structure. After breaking it, all I need to do now is to wait for price to come back. Let price come back into this fair value gap. So you can see these three bars shaded here. This thing is three candles. It represents three candles. Okay. So and the fair value gap is the distance between the first candle and the third candle, because in a normal price action, the wick of this third candle and this body of this first candle is supposed to meet. But in this case scenario, they are not meeting. I've taught you guys about fair value gap. If you don't know what is fair value gap, the video is in my YouTube channel. Kindly go and watch it. So in this case scenario, the fair value gap is this distance from this wick here to this one. Exactly. So this fair value gap, let me reduce this. So this zone, all I need to do is to do what? Allow price to come into this zone. Let price come down to this zone. If price come down to this zone on a 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes time frame, I will leave it and go to 1 minute time frame and take my entry. Okay. Normally what I do in 1 minute time frame is to allow price to change direction from bearish to bullish, because when price was coming down here, it was bearish. Okay. When price come to this zone, I'll watch for a change of character and I'll take buy. And my first target is always this high that was created initially. This high that was created initially, that is always my first target. So basically this is how I take my entries on gold, and it has been paying off. If I take this entry here, my first target is always this high. This is always my first target. Stop loss below the zone that was created by the 1 minute time frame. So let's go to charts. Let me show you the tech I took this afternoon. All right, so this is good, and we are on 1 hour time frame. So price created this structure. You can see it. Price created this structure. Boom, come back again and move up. Okay, and as price created this structure, there was a fair value gap here. You can see it. There's a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here. This third candle and the first candle, the body are not contacting, the wick are not contacting, so it created a fair value gap. So all I did is to highlight this fair value gap. Okay. After highlighting it, I waited for price. I waited for price to come into this zone, to tap into this. You can see this candle that tap into this zone and created a wick. Okay, I waited for price to happen. So as price tap into this zone, I move down to smaller time frame. I use 1 minute, at times I use 5 minutes. So this 1 minute time frame. Let's just see what happened. My zone on 1 hour time frame, this zone. So I waited for price to tap into this zone, which was exactly what happened here. Price tap into this zone. Immediately price tap into this zone, I started doing what? monitoring for what? A buy. How do I enter my buy? I waited for a shift in market source, which is change of character. And change of character happen at this zone. You can see it when change of character happen here. When price close above this zone. Price close above this zone. So I waited for price to form fair value gap. As price coming to the first fair value gap here. And price gives me this bullish engulf candle. I pick up a buy. I pick up a buy. I pick up a buy. Okay. This explanation is very simple. If you are taking your trade in this format, you won't have problem. Once price come to this fair value gap, give me this bullish engulf candle. I pick up a buy. And stop loss above below this zone. Okay. And target is the previous high. That was my target, the previous high. I will show you. The previous high. The previous high is around 43.38.11, around this zone. So that was my take profit, and price smashed my TP. Okay, let me use 15 minutes and show you this previous high. Alright, on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, the thing is here already. You can see it on 15 minutes time frame. Let me remove it. You can see it on 15 minutes time frame. This was my take profit, and price matched my take profit. And the screenshot is in my free Telegram channel. I didn't call it as a signal though, but I show my community what I'm doing. Anybody that is interested will join me. So this is a screenshot of the thread. Here is the screenshot of the thread when the thread was moving. Here was when price tapped into my zone, and I screenshot it and sent to my free Telegram channel. And this was the take profit. And you can see I had two entries, one at 47, 43.13, the other one at 43.18. And here is when the TP was smashed. So this is basically how I take my trade. If you like this type of content, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my free Telegram channel where I drop all these informations. See you guys in my next episode. Cheers.